Hey, Michael Workman here with the ResinSmart team. Last week of the month here in September and across the resin markets, we're still seeing producers nominate price increases with little data justification. Let's break down what the buyers need to know this week. In polyethylene, producers are still looking for 5 cents for September and between 3 to 5 cents a pound for the month of October. But we just saw inventories climb for the third month in a row, now more than 1.2 billion pounds higher from a year over year standpoint. The spot market has softened, and with hurricane season being relatively calm, the fundamentals just don't support nominations today. Polypropylene is flat as PGP rolled to 35.5 cents. Inventories rose another 40 million pounds in August, bringing supply to about 40 days on hand. There were PDH outages here recently, but the spot market is still trending down. Polystyrene is heading lower after benzene settled down in September, undoing the gains that we saw in August. ABS continues to be flat, and that's due to weak demand that has persisted in the automotive and retail space. Even with imports slowing a bit, supply is still very long and raw material costs are lower in ABS. Polycarbonate is rolling flat as well. One producer is trying to pass on tariff-related increases, but with benzene down and demand soft, it's just really hard to justify in the market. And PVC inventories topped 1 billion pounds in August, even though housing starts fell to their lowest levels since 2023. Despite that, there is at least one producer chasing a 3-cent increase. Really don't see that sticking either. Nylon 6 and 6.6 both remain flat to down. Feedstocks are softer, and the automotive production hasn't really been there. It hasn't been strong enough to lift demand. And PET finally is steady in September. Producers are pushing between 6 and 9 cents a pound in August, citing tariff and logistic concerns. Again, that market is changing quite a bit with Trump taking off the exemption for PET. The main problem with the price nominations, the feedstock markets are so down. Paraxylene and PTA, and global supply is still long. So again, across the board, fundamentals remain weak to soft. Inventories are heavy across the board with demand and feedstocks being low. Remember this contract season, don't take supplier nominations at face value. Rigorously benchmark yourselves against the market, what's actually happening out there, push for rollovers or better, and add flexibility in your contracts. Here at the ResinSmart team, remember we help you benchmark over 3 billion pounds of verified data. Reach out if you'd like to go through that process. And for all those folks that we'll see this week at the two trade shows, Pack Expo and Manufacturers Association of Plastic Processors, their annual benchmarking event. Look forward to seeing you there. Have a great week, everybody. Travel safe.